Just stop trying. Stop trying to win them over. Stop trying to change the way they see you. Stop trying to get them to like you. This is when you literally start to attract what you want, when you stop trying. As you guys can see in this video of my drawing, this face is the face that people make when you're trying to win people over. And the problem is that you're just not aware of it. And this also communicates in the way that in your voice. Your voice becomes crackly, and your nonverbal cues become very fast and twitchy. And you have no awareness of this. You might have awareness of it for a few seconds, but then the wave of emotions, because you want to win them over, you want them to like you back, will overtake you, and you will literally forget to control your nonverbal cues. And that's problematic, because it comes across as very desperate, as very needy, and it attracts predators, people who lie to you to get you to do what you want them to get you to do what they want you to do, right? All under the premise to give you what you want. And the key to this is to literally practice being happy on your own, like practice making yourself feel better. Make that your practice. Because when you have no evidence that you could be happy on your own, it's very natural to gravitate towards human validation. How do you practice that, right? Well, you practice it through the little moments in life where if you're waiting for the train and it hasn't arrived, rather than get mad and say, please come, I want this shit to come right now. And when it comes, you finally feel better. That's teaching you that for you to go from unhappiness to happiness, the situation has to change. You can't do that. Prove to yourself that there's other ways to be happy. So you're waiting for that train and just breathe. Become aware of the breath. And what you'll notice, just like in this photo, in this photo that I'm drawing, you'll notice that your face will relax, right? And by you teaching yourself, oh wow, I'm more relaxed, the train hasn't arrived. I don't need people to feel better, right? All of a sudden, you're on the you're waiting for your flight, and it gets canceled. You teach yourself to relax. You breathe, you meditate, and then you realize, okay, I'm mad that my flight got canceled, but I managed to be at peace despite that. That's teaching you an overall message that I don't need this to make me happy, and that actually radiates in your nonverbal cues, and you begin to have evidence, meaning you begin to have to prove yourself that situations don't need to change to feel happy. So now it'll unconsciously, by the way, this is I don't even need to tell you this. Something beautiful will happen is that you will stop trying to win people over. Because at the core of it, it's not that you want people to like you, it's just that you want to feel happy. And you've learned through validation of other people to be happy, because when you were raised, your mom and dad validated you, your mom and dad complimented you, and you feel happy. So your body has learned that external validation is how you feel better. You got to retrain that. And so when you train yourself to be happy and you find yourself being happy by just fucking sitting down, like out of magic, you'll stop seeking validation. Like it's gonna be an automatic thing. And that will radiate in your nonverbal cues. And I'm telling you, man, your charisma will go Kaioken times 10. Your charisma will triple, quadruple. And you're not even gonna be aware of it, because that's the key. To increase your charisma, to become more likable, because takes a certain level of lack of awareness, meaning to be more likable. It's not about behaving more likable. It's pretty much being happy, but not just happy in terms of how we think of it. Being happy through radiating happiness by developing your own ecosystem of positive emotions. That's how you do it, right? And the way you to do that is you practice that. How do you practice that? Well, sit your butt down and don't do nothing. Allow agitations to arise. Allow, I want to get up, this is boring, to arise, and relax. Relax those thoughts away by returning to the breath and just breathing and not moving. You'll notice that you want to stop because you're bored. Teach yourself that in order to be happy, in order to relieve this desire that you feel, because when you sit down and don't move, it releases anxiety, right? When you teach yourself that I don't need to get up for this to go away, I could just keep breathing and those emotions will go away on their own. When you do that, it teaches you that this also applies to other areas. That you don't need them to be happy. You don't need to get this card to be happy, and it calms everything about you down. It's really a beautiful thing, right? It's an unconscious way to be more attractive by just being happier. You make that the barometer in all of your decisions, and literally like magic, everything will be attracted to you, right? And the way to do that is through two ways that I always teach you guys, right? Let me go. Go to these meditation retreats. They're free. Vipassana, or check out my course, Emotional Mastery. Right. This one is for $99. You guys can purchase it, and then I'll teach you guys 3 hours worth of content, 18 lessons to develop emotional mastery, to develop your own ecosystem of positive emotions. You can purchase that by clicking on the description down below. Take care.